Peace, everybody. It is I, Tasha Yvette, affectionately referred to as Moon by some. Hopefully loved by all, but we know that's not typically the case. Anyway, I'm back with another entry to my video diary. I popped in yesterday as probably the first time in over a year on this channel. And I just was talking about life and what's been going on in the last year or so. And so today, when I was thinking about the video yesterday, and I honestly didn't watch it through. I didn't even edit it through, honestly. But when I was thinking about the video yesterday, and I know I titled it like Grief and Healing. And when I spoke about the grief in that video, I was speaking about in reference to a very specific person, my son's father. But I also realized, as I was thinking about that thing, that sometimes you grieve your old life and nobody doesn't really talk about that. So I thought I would talk about it today because it was on my mind. So my life today looks completely different than it did a year ago. I don't see the same people on a regular basis. I don't talk to the same people on a regular basis. I'm no longer gigging, so I'm not in the same arenas. I'm in a different environment altogether. And so life is very, very different for me than what it was a year ago. Now, that's neither here nor there. People change environments all the time. But I do think there are some instances where you make so many changes at one time, or so much change happens at one time, that it completely throws you into, I'm not going to say a state of shock, but you be trying to find your way in your new life. It has nothing to do with like, oh, maybe I should go back to what life was. No, recognize an upgrade for an upgrade. I can say that I feel like I jumped timelines, to be completely honest. And when I look around, everything that I was asking for actually have actualized, which is really interesting because I almost didn't realize it. I always tell people that your life today is actually the result of your energy and your manifestations from yesterday. And so when you're in the present, you don't even always realize that you're standing in something that you manifested. Yeah, good, bad, ugly. Like something there came to you for a reason. And so I was sitting here, and I've had to go through this realization when it's not so good things too. Don't get it twisted. Like I've had to sit and actually ask myself, like, what? Why is this showing up in my life? What is this? What is this the result of? And what is it that I'm supposed to be learning? Because if it's there for a reason, and a lot of people don't like to admit this, but if it sticks around, it's because you're a vibrational match in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Sometimes it's something there that needs to come up to be healed. Sometimes it's just that you haven't moved fully into a different energy, and you're still your energy that you're putting out is still in some way tied to that. Sometimes it's even as far as a soul tie. But in this case, when I looked up and realized that I had kind of manifested where I am now, it was in a good way. It was me realizing, oh, I said I wanted to move. Oh, I said I wanted to move kind of far out. Oh, I said I wanted my son to be in a better school district. Oh, I said I wanted another bathroom. Oh, I said I wanted to make sure I still had a designated parking space. Like all these things. I want an open concept. You know what I mean? All these things. And it was interesting because I sat around the other day and I looked around and I said, everything you asked for is sitting, like you're sitting in it. You're living it. And so, and I also recognize what I'm calling in now and opening up to welcome those things in. This is where the grieving of the old life comes though, because you can end things and you can release things. But sometimes there's these residual energies that stay behind. And when you're really trying to continue manifesting and moving forward with what it is that you desire so that you can be a vibrational match for those things, you have to allow yourself to grieve what once was, because those things are no longer you, or you no longer feel aligned with those things, but it still was very much so a part of who you were at one time. So, like, even though my life looks completely different this year than it did last year, I gigged for 25 years off and on. I miss being on the stage in some capacity of that, being able to perform in that output of energy. But I just knew I couldn't do it in the arena I was doing it anymore. You know what I mean? And so, and I almost don't even want to say that I miss it. I think what I want to say, music has always been a very big part of my life. And my identity was tied up in it so much that it was almost like I didn't know how to release it or release the performing part of it. Hold on. Baby, are you okay? Hello, you okay? All right, so it's almost like I didn't know how to let go because it was so wrapped in my identity and what I had become known for and part of what I did, you know what I mean? That it felt like releasing it was losing a part of myself or was going to leave some sort of unfulfilled, empty, hollow space. That's a lesson in itself because sometimes you can hold on to things way past the expiration date. And it really stems from at the core of what it is. It's almost like a lack mentality. Like you're not going to have something to fulfill that, or like you don't have enough to fill that space. So you want to hold on to it because you feel like if I let this go, I'm not going to get anything better than this. And so walking away from performing and singing and all that was interesting. But to say I miss it is absolutely not true. What I will say is that it did act as an outlet for me for a lot of years, and I still sing. I'm going to always sing. I just don't sing on that arena. So I realized that I've been grieving my old life, and that's okay. You know what I mean? And I've been sitting with that, slowly but surely releasing the remnants of what is still present, I guess, in my auric field or my emotional body, releasing those things while holding on to the memories because it's okay to keep the memories. You know what I mean? And so it has to be done because there are other things that I'm calling into my life right now. And if I'm holding on to old things, there's no room for the new. Catch it. Anyway, so I guess that's why I'm sitting here talking about it because I realized that, oh, I might be grieving a little bit of my old life. You know what I mean? Just because I'm not, you know, in the same arenas, not seeing the same people, not doing the same things. But I'm also very excited about the things that have been showing up. And I'm open to the things that want to continue to show up because now that I've cleared out some of the I said karma. So I don't think that is that can't be a coincidence. That might, I was going to say clutter, but what came out was karma. So you know what that tells me because I don't think it's a coincidence. I definitely feel like that lets me know that I closed out some of the karma that I was dealing with in this lifetime, and that ultimately is what has allowed me to spiral. I hope you all can follow me on that because I think this is the case with a lot of people too. When you find yourself moving out of certain arenas into new spaces and things that you've called in, it's because you finished whatever the lesson was there. And if there was any karma tied up with it, you were able to close it out, make peace with it, and move forward. Wow. Okay, come on, video diary. I wasn't expecting that, but that's what we are. So ultimately, that's where we are. That was just an aha moment for me. I'm excited to welcome in this newness. And so I feel like as I'm talking, I'm just thinking about like this eclipse season that we have been in and how all the things that are coming up for me are really, really, really tied to this energy. It's not coincidental, you know. A lot of people think that you check the astrology daily and then base your life, your findings on the astrology. No, what happens is a lot of times is you're looking at the situation and you're talking through the situation and processing the situation, and then you pay attention to the transit and be like, on point. That's exactly what this transit is for. I guess I'm in alignment with what's happening. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to continue to share it. I'm going to continue to share, and I'm going to continue to shine. I'm going to continue to share it. I'm going to continue to share, and I'm going to continue to shine. And that is what I feel like we're being asked to do in this Leo season. And quite honestly, it feels good. So, hey, if you all want to continue to shed, you want to continue to share, and you want to continue to shine, feel free to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Maybe, you know, drop a word. What are you shedding? What are you sharing? And how are you shining in this new season we're in? It's time, y'all. I'm ready. It's go time. I always crack up when people, always laugh when people rub their palms together. It's like, I am coming up with like I'm really cooking up something here. Anyway, I'm gonna get off this thing. I just wanted to share that quick word. I hope it resonates. Hey, if it's something, I hope you can get something from it. If not, hey, that is what it is too. Anyway, until next time, you all have a wonderful day. Peace.